Good afternoon, Bob Dalton coming to you from Allendale's trading floor here in McHenry, Illinois. It is Wednesday, July 28th, 2010. Again this morning we had news coming out of Russia about their wheat crop. This morning, however, they did say that they would be able to export wheat this year, which is something that they did confirm yesterday morning. However, this morning they put the twist on that they would only be able to export about half of what they were anticipating as far as quantity is concerned. And that was enough to again pop the wheat market in the early morning trade of the electronics session. And today they carried it on into the open outcry portion of the grain trade, except this time instead of it doing an about face and turning around shortly after the open, it continued on up. Wheat actually took out last week's highs where I was telling clients I was comfortable there's a top in the wheat market. They went ahead and took it on out and went and made some new highs for the move in Chicago as well as Kansas City wheat. So what did that do for the other grain markets today? Well, they went up right along with it. Corn today finished up 13.5 higher in September. 376 and a quarter is where the corn went to. Soybeans up 12.5 at 110.5. August contracts or above 10, not 110, excuse me, 10.10.5. We're up above $10 again in the nearby soybean contracts. Wheat finished up 20.5 in Chicago. 615.5 is where they closed up. So a big day in the wheat. Became a big day in the corn and the soybeans as well. I am advising clients to get additional hedges on, cash sales, whatever they have in the old crop. Make sure those bins are empty because you're going to need it for the bumper crop it sounds like we're going to produce this year. And go ahead and get the bins cleaned out, sell the cash, get your hedges on, cash forward into new crop corn and soybean contracts as well with your elevators. Or if you need to get hedges done here, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to throw the strategies that we're implementing right now at you and see if they make sense for your operation. This occurring today while crude oil was down again, down 72 cents. We're at 76.78 right now in the electronic trade. Crude being below $77, we'd like to see it a little bit higher. I'd feel more comfortable saying we're going to go run in the corn, a further continued run in the corn if I had the support of higher crude prices and a weaker dollar. But for right now, we'll just settle off of the strength that the wheat market is able to provide us with. The dollar right now trading down 4 points, 82.28 is where that one sits. Over to the livestock, you would think that the feeder cattle would have really tanked off of the move in the corn. However, we know that the funds are still long in the cattle market, and they really didn't fall apart today as one may have thought feeders would have. 114.52.5, down 37.5 in the August feeder cattle. Live cattle up 12.5 today at 92.77.5. Hogs up 115 today, 83.37.5. Back to the cattle for a second. We did hear of some 150 cash trades in the north. I've heard that they're asking 96, bidding 93 for fats down near Kansas. Haven't heard any cash trade as of yet in the cattle market except for the 150 up north. So quiet week here with the cattle. The grains are moving pretty strong. We'll see if we can continue into that tomorrow. All right, we did some damage to the upside of the charts today in the wheat. That could release these markets to move even higher, maybe another 30 or so cents. So if you have questions or you have worries as to what you should be doing now, should we sit here and wait for it to go even higher, or should we go ahead and sell? Most of the time when people wait for the highs to get in to sell, they miss it and end up selling significantly lower than the opportunity on a day like today provided for you. So give us a call. We'll be more than happy to give you some advice, throw some strategies your way, and see what all makes sense for the operation as far as protecting profit for you is concerned. Our phone number is 800-262-7538. You can visit us on the web at www.allendale-inc.com. Again, have a great trading week, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.